out. Thank you. Diseases linked to cigarette smoke and pollution may be increasing during the pandemic, but a treatment or even a cure could be on the way.
And on your side's Taja Davis spoke to the head of a research team at the U of A who says they are using a new grant to find a therapy that works.
Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, mainly caused by cigarette smoke and pollution, is the third leading cause of death in the world. And Dr. Francesca Polverino, a professor at the U of A, is trying to find a way of treating it by looking specifically at emphysema.
So we are trying to establish a clinical phenotype that can be treated, and we're trying to figure out whether in this particular subset of people, we can use an immune therapy against their anti-B cells and antibodies.
Her research team was granted $3.3 million by the National Institutes of Health to study what are called B cells and find an official treatment or cure. As of now, she says there is no way to slow down COPD once diagnosed.
Because right now, these therapies do not change the course of the disease. People still die of COPD. They just treat the symptoms, but they do not slow down the progression of the disease.
Dr. Polverino says the prevalence of COPD in the United States was declining over the years, due in part to so many locations not allowing smoking cigarettes. But amid the pandemic and folks staying home, she says people started smoking more, and she expects COPD rates to rise again in the States.
In developed countries, smoke is the main cause. But for example, in South America or in China or in India, the gases, the environmental pollution can be also another big cause of emphysema.
But Dr. Polverino says her predictions have not been fully studied yet. Researchers still don't know the exact role the pandemic may have on those with COPD from cigarette smoke. But nonetheless, she does have this warning.
I know that this pandemic can be psychologically very challenging, but we are seeing an increased rate of emphysema and COPD in the last 2 years. Because of people started smoking again. United States has done an amazing job with stopping people from smoking, with all these regulations. So please do not go back. Let's not go back to 10 and 20 years ago.
The National Institutes of Health grant will be awarded to Dr. Polverino and her research over a 5-year period. Taja Davis, KGUN 9 on your side.